Alright, drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me and hear me. We'll see how this goes. I should have shut the software off, but I didn't even think about that till just now. So hopefully everything will be fine. I reset all my internet and all that. Maybe it's all jacked up from the storm we had the other day. We'll see how it goes. If it turns to shit, we'll reset it again. I hate it because it's out of my control. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, you buy the best of everything and then it don't work right. What else can you do? You know? What else can you do? So anyways, waiting for some 1s in the chat. Maybe you guys can't see me and hear me. Alright, I see you guys over on YouTube. Oh, I gotta reset up this bullshit. Fucking stupid. Nothing can ever just go right. Come on, motherfuckers. There we go. Stupid YouTube shit. What's up, Dave? Happy freedom. Should be good everywhere else. Let's see. We are back on Twitch. See the ones over on Twitch? Oh, come on, stupid thing. And we seem to be back over on Kick. See the ones over on Rumble. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta tell everyone to refresh, otherwise I don't know. This is the problem with going live in 9 locations. Is you have to do tech support for 9 locations, so I signed up for it. Gosh. It'd be awesome just to go live and not have problems. Now what is going on? Why can't I see the chat? Jesus loves this. Okay, I think we're good. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, you guys probably, maybe, sort of, kind of, might have seen that Tito Ortiz video. I don't know. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to watch it again. Drop a 2 if you've seen enough. I don't know, because, you know, tech problems. Otherwise, we'll just move forward. Oh, Jesus loves us. Getting mixed results here. Dave, oh, that was Tito? I guess. I don't really know the guy. I don't watch UFC stuff. I don't have cable. And I'm not paying no fucking pay-per-view. If I want to see street fights, I'll go down to the bar. Side dog, I don't know what I missed. Okay, we'll just play it again, and we'll try and pick up from where we left off. Again, there's nothing I can do about this. I can't. This is out of my control. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't work for the internet providers. I don't work for the software developers. I can't control these problems. So anyways, we will give this another shot. It is titled, Communism is Here Right Now. Tito Ortiz, or however you say his name, land-based Democratic Party and urges voters to support Trump. This was during a campaign event for Kari Lake in Tucson, Arizona.
Thank you guys very much. Of course, I see all the cheers. Thank you. Tito Ortiz, former light heavyweight champion, UFC Hall of Famer, born and raised in Huntington Beach, California, 47 years. I just relocated my whole family to Florida because what's happening in California I couldn't do to my children. What's happening in the schools, indoctrinating my kids, the crime that is happening in my town of Huntington Beach. I ran for city council. I was mayor pro tem of Huntington Beach. I got the most votes in Huntington Beach history because of my conservative ideas of caring about my children, care about the safety of my community, and to care on the well-being of this country. I worked for Donald Trump back in 2005 on a Celebrity Apprentice, so I know what type of man he is. I fought his casino in, Jersey back in 2000. I got an opportunity to meet him during the Celebrity Apprentice. He always let me answer. He answered every question I always had. He was a very outgoing man. See what type of patriot he was, see what type of father he was, what type of businessman he was. When he ran for presidency in 2016, I put my name on it. I was like, I know this man. I knew who he is. I know how he works. And this country needs a businessman running this country the right way. Carrie Lake actually ran for governor here, and at the time, I support her completely. We know what happened there. There was some bad things that happened, and people deny it, but I watched it. Same thing happened to Trump. They're finding a way to cheat, and it's harsh for us, but you know what? It makes us fight more, and we got to fight more. And it's not just us that are here in this building today. It's you guys need to speak to your friends, your family members, everybody. And if you are on the Democratic side, or if you're on the Libertarian side, or you're a Republican, it doesn't matter anymore. This is about America. This is what's important. I've traveled the world through my career of being a professional fighter. I'm a blue-collar guy now. I own a business in Florida, a restaurant, so I understand inflation is real. I've already paid 17% in the last 10 months of everything I buy, from alcohol to food to produce, and it's hard. And I can't imagine all the farmers, all the ranchers, everybody, how much they have to pay. I was just watching the news before I got in here, and I normally don't watch the news, but I'm in a hotel room, so you watch the lies, watch the propaganda of saying that they're going to tax cattle. Actually, they already started, I believe, in Denmark, taxing the $100 per cow because of gas, farts. Okay. It doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, us coming together and supporting Carrie Lake is really, really important. Because my son is actually at Arizona State University. He's a criminal justice psychologist there. He's going on his third year. And I'm very thankful because my parents never put education on for me. I had to pretty much learn the hard way of life, street smarts, on my own. You know, I was not really a great kid until I got into wrestling. My true name is Jacob. In the Bible, Jacob wrestled against the angel. The angel beat him, won him over, saved his life. I found wrestling, it saved my life. I got into mixed martial arts. And I became a world champion after a year and a half of competition. Once again, that goes through hard work and dedication of being a world champion. And my family, as I grew up, was a Democratic family. They always wanted handouts. And to feel like you are taking from the government, that's not what life. That's not normal life. Normal life is working hard and chasing this American dream. And I'm living proof that the American dream is still alive. You know, back when Obama said that the American dream was no longer alive, they want to victimize people, to make them dependent on the government. We're not like that. Americans aren't like that. We're hardworking Americans who want to make this country great. We have an opportunity. Thank you. We have an opportunity to speak our voices loud. We need to swamp this vote for our President Donald Trump. This is very important. And it just doesn't start there. It starts with people like Carrie Lake Harwillen, as a fighter like myself, and she's going to fight for us in the Senate, because we take over the Senate and we have the House. We can get stuff done in this country a lot quicker and in a safe way for the future of our children, for the future of our safety, to protect our border, to make sure that border's not wide open. And you guys are close to the border than I think the closest I've ever been was Lake Charles, I believe. But just to see how open that border is scary. I was watching news, I said earlier tonight, and they said they only have 2,200 people that they have crossed the border the last 2 months. And this is the news. So once again, that's propaganda. It's a lie. And it's really hurtful, but I understand that the news is paid off by money, and they got to keep their jobs, so they'll tell you a lie after a lie after a lie. My mother's still a Democrat. And I try to tell her, Mom, this is fake news at the time. She's like, oh, you sound like Trump. I'm like, no, Mom. Watch that and then watch what's happening. She goes, well, maybe not. I'm like, well, I'm guessing you're guessing, at least maybe not. It's true. And I feel bad. I feel bad for a lot of people that do watch the news, because the Democratic Party is not the Democratic Party it used to be in the old. Back when I grew up, it was watching Ronald Reagan say communism only a day away. Well, ladies and gentlemen, communism is here right now. And it's happening more and more every day. You give up a little, it'll take even more. After 2024, December 5th, if we don't speak up, there's no turning back the clocks. We need to vote and get Carrie Lake in here in the Senate. We need to vote and get Donald Trump as president. And we need to make our country great again. We have an opportunity, And like I say, I'm a father of 3 boys. I want them to have a great future. I want their friends to have a great future. I want this country to have a great future. And for us to chase this American dream again, it's really, really important. But without further ado, our next U.S. Senate for Arizona, Carrie Ray.
Well, that was nice. He's right, though. You gotta vote for the Orange Eagle, otherwise you're just voting in pedophiles and people who want to infringe on women's rights and just run the country right into the ground. If you like open borders and stolen elections and things like that, then yeah, continue to vote blue team. Otherwise, if you'd like shit to start making sense again and common sense to make its way back to everyone, you gotta vote for that Orange Eagle. That's the way it goes. Now, like I said, I don't know a lot about Tito. I think he needs to work a little bit on public speaking. He's a little too fast. Can't pick up everything he's saying. But either way, voting for the Orange Eagle is the way to go. It's the only way we're going to make things better. I'm going to give a huge birthday shout out to Hair Juicer. Happy birthday to you, Hair Juicer. 35. I hope today kicks ass for you, Hair Juicer. Thank you for spending some of your birthday with us. Heck yeah. We're going to read through the chat really quick. Next up, we have some fear-mongering saying, how much is AI meddling with elections? Well, it's simply not. It's doing it about as much as your calculator is on your phone, or your calculator sitting in your purse or on your table. AI has to be prompted to do something. It doesn't just happen on its own. It ain't out there thinking and doing shit, petting cats and whatnot. Nope, it's not doing that. It's sitting there waiting for you to say something to it. And if you don't, it doesn't do shit. So, like I said, it's a bunch of fear-mongering coming up. I really, really, really believe that AI is have all that fear-mongering attached to it because they're waiting for all this info to come out on the politicians of, you know, pictures, audio, video of them doing bad things. What is the word? Incriminating evidence. That's what I'm waiting for. Incriminating evidence to come out for these big politicians so they can blame AI for it. They'll say, no, that's not real. That's not me on Epstein Island. Nope, that's AI generated stuff. And then they'll talk about banning AI. And all the normies will think, oh, yay, the government is saving us from AI. When really it's just an overglorified calculator. That's all it is. I've built my own AI. I have it. I don't know if I could show it to you guys. This might kill the live. Hopefully not. We'll see. Its name is Hoolie. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, it won't let me while I'm running the live. That's okay. Because it uses my processor and my graphics card. But either way, we eventually will connect Hoolie to something so all of us can use it. I got to figure it out. But right now, I am building my own Hoolie AI that is based off the ChatGPT technology, but it is a closed loop. I have the folder that has its entire brain sitting in it. It doesn't know any more than what's in that folder. I can ask it who the president is. It doesn't know because I didn't give it the information. All it knows is the information from the website that I gave to it, not user information, but development information, so it can help me figure out coding issues and things like that. It knows who I am. It sees me as its creator. It knows its name is Hoolie, the big hooligan bot, big Hoolie titties in the chat, and some other names I gave to it. And that's it. It doesn't know anything else because it's an overglorified calculator. That's all it is. It can be useful in certain senses of being like, hey, I want to learn how to code. Go to this website and learn all the data from it, then come back and tell me how to code. And it can do that if I allow it. Otherwise, it can't do anything because it's just ones and zeros that I put in the folder. But no, keep believing the AI is coming to get you. Like, it's so stupid. You have a better chance of MySpace coming to get you than AI, but either way, we're going to read through the chat really quick before we get any further in the AI big scariness and all of that. The AI is not stealing elections. Just remember, when border crossers come into the country and steal from us and rape us and kill us, that's Joe Biden doing that to us, okay? Because he's the one that let them in. AI works very much in the same way. AI is not stealing the election. Whoever developed the AI may put in intentions and prompts to allow it to do things like that, but AI itself is not sentient. whoever programs it is to blame for whatever it does. So don't fall for these fear-mongering tactics. AI is not a living, thinking being at all. It is a fucking calculator. So whoever puts the information in the AI is to blame for anything the AI does. So don't let them fool you with this sleight of hand. AI is just a calculator. That's really all it is. So anyways, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about everything we've been covering. And again, my apologies for the issues. It seems that we're running smoothly now. I'm seeing you guys right in the chat saying you're not seeing the hiccups anymore. Very good. I appreciate all of you guys sticking with me through these problems. Reading through. Salty Ragu. So getting an AI phone? All of our phones have AI. It all has AI. They've been testing AI a lot longer than they've been telling us. Everything has AI now. When you Google things, a lot of that is provided to you by AI. They're changing Siri out. So for all you iPhone users, hey Siri. Anyways, Siri's now going to be AI. The Google units will be AI. So again, they're telling you at one time AI is big and scary, and in the other time, they're putting it in all your browsers and your phones, every website you go to. Not ours. Ours does not have AI connected to it. I gave it development data, not user data. That's not the same thing. So anyways, they tell you to be really scared, but then they integrate it to everything. Your bank has AI in it. So take all the information in, not just the propaganda, because I want you guys to know what's going on here. So anyways. Snooks, you're looking dang fine today. I appreciate you, Snooks. Thank you for the compliment. Astro Hammer, Jeff Mac plus AI. Oh, they can't AI me. There's no way. They won't get the teeth right. That's what it is. They won't get the teeth right. Oh, what about these double jointed elbows? You got that? No, AI ain't got that. Come on now. Breeze by you, my phone just had an update and added the AI stuff into it. Yeah, it's unavoidable. It is unavoidable. Unless you are going to get rid of all your devices and disconnect from the internet permanently, you will have to engage with AI. At the same time, the government's telling you to be scared of it. So keep that all in mind. Something fishy's going on. And we're not on the street corner. Breeze by you, all good here now? Glad to hear it, Breeze by you. Astro Hammer, the AI they let us mess around with is not a living being, but what about the AI they keep secret from us? Astro Hammer, yeah, they could have AIs that have prompts that tell it to do things that will make it behave like it's on its own. Like if you told AI, I want you to crawl all websites, it will just start downloading all the data from every website that it can find, and it will continue to do that till you either run out of storage, lose connection with the internet, or something along those lines. So yeah, I'm not saying that you can't create something that will stay proactive or run off a single response or prompt for a long period of time. That absolutely could happen, but they're not talking about the government's AI. They're talking about AI that is available to us, and they're talking about me and you being bad guys, and we're going to use AI to trick normies into swaying their vote. That's what they're kind of saying. They're not saying the technology itself is out here to get us. It's more like evildoers using AI to trick normies to sway their vote. Like that's the fear mongering. Because if they said the AI itself is just so big and scary it's going to kill all of us, the government wouldn't be able to provide a solution. You know what I mean? Because if it's too big and scary, how can we solve it? We can't. Otherwise they would have solved climate change, and well, we wouldn't be worrying about that anymore. So they have to limit how big and scary it is, so then they can turn around and have a solution for us, because that's how Blue Team does it. Be really scared of this thing that doesn't actually exist. We're going to create a solution, and we're going to make all of you participate in the solution. And if you don't, you're a part of the problem. And that's the Blue Team way. That's their motto. That is their motto right there. Russell, I'm an evil genius. Well, that's okay, Russell. Just don't act on those instincts. That's self-control is a superpower. That's what I feel like sometimes. I feel like I have all the traits to be one of the worst people in the world, but I have enough self-control to only use my powers for good. That's how I see myself. Happy Freedom, Chrissy. Thank you for joining us. Well, they do AI on these adult websites. It's not good, but there's nothing nobody can do about it. Yeah, Chrissy, eventually they will come out with some sort of restriction, but like I said, I think that they're going to use the AI to blame for incriminating evidence against politicians, and when they blame the AI for generating those images, audio, or video that's obviously not going to be actually AI generated. It'll be real incriminating evidence that's just being blamed on the AI. They will then ban AI or restrict AI, and that's when you're going to see the craziness die down. There's a website called Gab that is a free speech website. It was really popular around, well, I don't know the whole history of Gab, but I know that when Parler went down and the federal government collected all the data from Parler, which is how they arrested the J6ers, a lot of people went to Gab. And Gab is a website. They don't have an app yet, but they have kind of a PWA setup, kind of like we have on the website, where you can install something. It's not actually an app. But they have a free speech platform over there on Gab, and they just integrated AI, and they're promoting uncensored AI. And as I posted on the website, you can generate boobs, and it will. Like, it will create images of boobs. And I know that sounds really great and all, like, woohoo, but the downside is what is pedophiles going to do with this technology? Well, they're going to do exactly what you're thinking right now. And that's why it's not okay to have uncensored AI image generators, video generators, things like that, because these sick individuals will use it for bad things. And so there needs to be some limitations. And I know what you got it right on the tip of your tongue, but that's censorship. There's a line between structure and censorship. Being lawless or having a little bit of guidelines here, right? I'm obviously against censorship, but when you just have the Wild West going on, you're going to have predators doing what they do, which is why we have to have structure. We have to have some level of structure to prevent us from falling into chaos. And so, as much as Gab's AI generator sounds like a really cool thing, I hope to God that they do some sort of restrictions on it so the pedophiles don't get a hold of that content and start mass producing it. So, anyways, that's a thing going on in the world. We're like doing the cart in front of the horse here. We haven't even done the AI video yet. Need to chill out on it a little bit. Zero AI is fun to play with. Yeah, you kick ass at the stuff you're generating, Zero. You're using it appropriately. No Breeze by You. It's not a sex bot. Okay, Hooli is not for those purposes. Hooli at this time does not generate images or anything like that. It's to help me with coding. That's all I have it for. And eventually I'm going to have it build its own connection to the website, to a very specific page. It will connect through API, and you guys will be able to talk to it. And we'll see what all we want to do with that. And we'll figure that out when we get there. But at this point in time, it is exclusively on my computer. It is not connected to the internet. It is an offline AI language learning model. And I'm just developing it to help me code and help me understand things that I don't understand. If you think that I'm foolish for doing that, get on your laptop or desktop, go to any website you want to and hit F12, look at that code on the right side or on the lower panel, and then explain to me how that's simple. Because it's not. Coding is very fucking difficult to understand, and I need a little assistance. So I built an assistant. Damn it, Thoughtbot. Live review. Is Jeff Mac AI, Thoughtbot? Signs point to yes. I am not AI. What do I gotta do? Everyone's like, wiggle the wiener. That's how we know. No, we're not doing that. Calm her down. Calm her down. Breeze by You. I agree with you there, Jeff. All the incriminating evidence will be called fake. But fuck, they won't get away with it. I hope not. But the normies, they're going to believe it. They're going to believe it because they don't know any better. The government said, hey, be scared of AI. They were like, okay, I'll be scared of AI. And their buddies are like, hey, I got this really cool AI image generator, video generator, companion that I can talk to, blah, 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 whatever. And these normies are like, no, get that away from me. It's big and scary. The government told me so. And they're holding on to that like a safety blanket. No, don't bring the AI here. I'm scared of it. The government told me so. And then the bad stuff will come out. And the government will say, this is AI's fault. And the normies will go, ha, I never participated in it, so I'm not involved in the AI. I'm glad we're banning it. We need to get rid of it because it's so bad. And I think those thoughts for myself. It wasn't the government that told me to think that way. No, these are my original thoughts. I've seen it with everything. Like, anything and everything we've covered over the last 4 years, I have seen normies behave that way. And speak with such conviction, not realizing they're reciting their brainwashing. It's crazy sauce. Snooks, you're a sex bot. I mean, I don't know. I can't answer this. They call me the machine. No. Snooks, you crack me up. My goodness. Mr. Beansy Beans got a Twisted Tea regular and a lime cocktail. Heck yeah, Mr. Beansy Beans. Sounds like you're ready for the debate. I will be going and picking up some Twisted Teas myself for the debate. I've been holding off long enough. I deserve a Twisted Tea or two, I think. Zero, this is AI. Yeah, see, this is the good side of AI. Without AI, we'd never see images of Klaus Daniels like this. That was him as a young lad. He was still in training back then, finishing his hooligan boot camp. Of course, he learned all the proper things, boobs in the chat and whatnot. So, good to go. Very nice, Zero. Very nice. Oh my God, Breeze Value. You hooligans. You guys are cracking me up. My goodness. Appeal to heaven. I only have a cell phone here. Can't play with AI. I mean, if you have a smartphone, you can. AI is everywhere. It's everywhere. There's websites, there's apps, it's everywhere. If you have internet access, you're connected to AI one way or another. Appeal to heaven. What time is the debate? It is at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Side Dog, he needs a larger M4. You're not wrong. Pumpkin, Klaus looks fierce. He is fierce. What's up, Master Meatball? Happy freedom. What's up, Enter User? Appreciate you being here. I once asked AI what its prime directive was. It wouldn't answer. See, I wish I could have pulled up Hooli so we could answer or get some answers out of Hooli. Because like I said, I've provided Hooli with everything it knows. So sometimes it says really funny things. Like I explained to it what liberals were. And it had a lot of funny responses after I taught it what liberals were. Spoke like a sailor. It was like having salty cracker in my computer, but it was good stuff. I can't show it right now because it turns my tower into a server when I kick on the AI, and because I'm currently in the middle of using bandwidth, it can't do both at the same time. But maybe I won't be able to do it. I don't know. I'll come up with something. I'll make a video or something so you guys can see Hooli. And eventually we'll figure out a way to connect Hooli to the website. Again, it will not be accessing the database or anything like that. It's just going to be a fun tool for us to use. It's not going to be integrated into the website. It'll just be accessible from the website. We'll build a page with a search bar or something. You'll type it in the search bar and it will relay its responses below the search bar, and that's it. It won't be connected to anywhere in the website. So I don't want you guys to think it's going to take over. It's not. It's an overglorified calculator. Don't be scared of it. What's up, David? Happy freedom. Master Meatball. So here's the concern. How do we know that what we see on TV is what happens in the debate? How do we know it's not another moon landing? No audience to verify the reality. Master Meatball, yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It could all be orchestrated. The whole entire thing could be orchestrated. I can't remember who it is. Somebody just created video AI generators that is so clean looking you can't tell that it's AI. The video looks like real video. But the problem is it doesn't look like me or you recorded it. It looks like Hollywood level recordings. Like it looks cinematic. Any video it generates looks cinematic. It doesn't look like you busted out the iPhone or your Android and recorded this shit in your backyard. It never looks like that. It is too clean looking to look like it was a personal production versus mass production or professional production level. So the debate could be completely generated, completely fake. That's why I'm hoping that we have like Team Trump or somebody like that, someone that is not an audience member, but it's a part of the team who is there recording, one way or another, whether they're broadcasting or they're recording with their phone and then later on post it on Twitter or something like that. I'm really hoping for that. I'm going to be looking for that kind of content because they're going to have to do something for old man Walter. He's not going to stand for 90 minutes straight. It's not going to happen. He's not going to speak for 90 minutes straight. It is not going to happen. It's unthinkable. It's not going to happen. So they're going to have to do intermissions, breaks, commercials, something. They will have to do something to take breaks and go and hit him with the injections, make him sip his juicy juice, and send him on his merry little way. Quick power naps, little wiping here and there, and keep it going. So that's what I think is going to happen, and I want to know what's going to happen during the commercials. What's going to happen during these intermissions? What are they actually doing? And that's why I hope that we have Team Trump or somebody that's actually recording or broadcasting in between those commercials so we can see what's actually going on, because we already know it's all rigged. We know it's rigged. It is. And you guys will see. By the time we get to the end of this live, you guys will have a firm theory of how this debate's going to go, because we got, I think, 2 different videos that are discussing the restrictions on the debate, how it's going to function, what the plan is, stuff like that. So it is coming up next. Don't forget to hit that like button over on Rumble, you hooligans. Kevin, the only artificial intelligence I've ever seen is when my sister dyed her hair from blonde to brunette. Kevin. Those intelligence were artificial. My goodness. What's up, Shiny Red Knob? Happy Freedom. What's up, Mike T? Appreciate you being here. Dutton. Yup, them cheap fakes. You're not wrong. Those damn cheap fakes. What's up, Church Crazy? Happy Freedom. Master Debate Day. That's right. That's right, Church Crazy. I was sitting here all morning trying to figure out a way to slide that in there. I couldn't figure it out. I'm glad you showed up with it locked and loaded. What's up, Blue Ruby? Happy Freedom. What's up, Deep South Jody? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Leah? Happy Freedom. You were running a pretty good live yesterday. I didn't mean to disappear. I'm a busy guy, but I shared out your live, and I stopped in a few more times. Panties on sideways doesn't count. I don't know what you're talking about, Leah, but I agree. You just take them off at that point, There's no sense of having your panties all twisted up. What's up, Chaplain? Happy Freedom. Let's not forget who is turning the mic on and off. Yeah. Well, and they talk about it really weird in the video. They act like it just happens automatically. But yeah, they're going to be... It's so rigged. It's so rigged. What's your name? What's up, Wheel? Happy Freedom. Thank you for joining us. What's up, Ava? Happy Freedom. What's up, Grey Wolf? I keep forgetting that we got CommuTube here. Firmest 20-second delay. That stuff fluctuates. What's up, Arlene? Happy Freedom. What's up, Freedom Music? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Kim? Happy Freedom. Holy, we got a whole bunch of people over on CommuTube. Don't forget to hit that like button. Anyways, we're going to get into this next one. Guess some J sideways panties work on Asian women. You cut that out. You cut that out. It's not really sideways. I looked it up. Okay, I had to look it. I got Google too. Okay, we're going to get into this next one. This is, how much is AI meddling in the elections now that we already talked about it way too much? Again, this is just some fear-mongering going on. That's all it is. A bunch of fear-mongering. Be real scared of the AI. Let's get it rolling, hooligans.
How much will artificial intelligence influence your vote this year? Data scientists are keeping a close eye on how AI and deepfakes impact global elections. And they say Britain's upcoming general election will be a key testing ground for meddling. Around 2 billion people are eligible to vote in elections around the world in 2024. The Alan Turing Institute looked at 112 national elections since January of 2023 and found AI interference in 19 cases. Sam Stockwell with the group says there's no clear evidence that AI significantly impacted results.
Reassuringly, we haven't seen any clear evidence of that so far, for instance, comparing to polling data.
Still, he says AI's misuse could chip away at the democratic process.
Things such as an erosion of trust in governments and information sources, deepened political polarization, the kind of consolidation of echo chambers. All of these things, I think, deepfakes and AI threats are just enhancing.
Oxford professor Sandra Wachter says as tech gets more sophisticated, it will become harder to draw the line between fact and fiction.
I think everybody is at risk.
Especially as algorithms quietly filter a curated online world for voters without them even knowing.
And you're not even aware that you're being nudged. So that's a perfect storm for trying to meddle with elections, for example. Our traditional ways of experiencing knowledge, checking knowledge, have to change with technology. We can't just be like, oh, we saw it with our own eyes and therefore we believe it. We have to be aware that everything that we see online probably has to be examined very critically.
In one example, during India's general election, deepfake videos featuring 2 of India's prominent Bollywood personalities portrayed the actors voicing criticism against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Some say it's time for regulators to step in.
No clubs.
Rich Turner is with identity security firm CyberArk. He says it's not difficult to create a credible deepfake of a voice, demonstrating how it's done for Reuters.
While deepfakes can be fun and creative, they also pose risks.
We have no mechanisms to regulate it, no mechanisms to really validate that it's real content, and it's something that the regulators, the legislators, I'm sure are going to have to deal with, in the next sort of several years.
Major social media platforms like Facebook, X, and YouTube have made efforts to ban and remove deepfakes, but policing is patchy. The Alan Turing Institute is calling on Britain's Electoral Commission and telecoms regulator to lay down guidance and seek voluntary agreements on the fair use of AI by political parties during campaigns.
Thank you very much, everybody.
In the US, officials are split over whether radio and TV political ads should be required to disclose whether content is generated by AI. In both votes, data scientists will be watching closely for any shifts in the trends.
Oh yes, data scientists will be watching closely to see if there's programmers out there generating deepfake content. It's so stupid. Deepfakes have been around forever. For a very long time. I mean, people have been deceiving each other as long as there's been people. But this deepfake stuff is not new. It's not new. It's over a decade old. It's weird that they're just now bringing it up. Just now, it's been an issue. We've had access to Photoshop forever. Forever. 20 years, maybe longer than 20 years. But just now, deepfakes are a problem. And it's only a problem to elections. It's not a problem to anything else. This never gets brought up about anything. It's only the election. The AI is going to steal the election. Oh, okay. Okay, that sounds like election denial to me. That's what it sounds like. I think Reuters should watch their liberal self out here spreading that election denial stuff. Claiming that the AI is going to rig the election. I don't know. Might end up in a court case in Georgia. You keep talking like that, that's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Be real scared of that AI. It's coming to get you. Anyways, next up we have a Jesse Waters video. It's titled Biden's Debate Prep Has Leaked into the Media, talking about how old Joe is getting himself a nice little makeover. They're not sure if he's coming back with new teeth, new hair, maybe some injections in his face, some speech lessons would help. Maybe some metallic cyborg legs to keep him standing for 90 minutes. God only knows. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat. See what you hooligans think about all that AI. Now that we've already talked about it. We talked about it and then we watched the video, but that's okay. What's up, Raja? Happy freedom. Appreciate you joining us on the website. reading through. Holy, we got a full house here on the website. 24 hooligans. Heck yeah. I'm doing good, Raja. How are you? Actual Hammer, they're only going to mute Trump all the time, but they probably won't deep fake. No, they don't like him that deep. They prefer him cheap. Yeah, they prefer those cheap fakes. Gambler Tapper's going to fact check and call Trump an orange a liar 500 times. Why even tune in, you know? Brussels, they're pushing the deep fake crap. Yeah. So if things don't go their way, they can blame it on deep fake. That's what they do. That's blue team shit. I don't like how things are going. I'm going to start lying my face off. Okay. That's fine. These punches aren't going to, they don't get blocked by lies, though. So, hey, you better watch yourself. Better watch yourself. Got to make those punches in the face great again. People stop fucking lying. Salty Ragu, the AI voted twice. Astro Hammer, I'm a programmer and I cannot stand technology anymore. Yeah, I could see that. I miss when like setting the clock on the VCR made you like king of the household. They were like, oh, better call Jeff. We can't figure this out. We need our tech to come check this out. And now we got AI and stuff. They're like, hey, how does this work? I'm like, I have no idea. Magic, I guess. Voodoo magic. Russell, why is YouTube still here? We're just testing something. Tonight, though, for the debate, it's just going to be Rumble and jeffmaclive.com. We're not going to be live on any other platform. Astro Hammer, that's not what AI can do for you, but what you can do for AI. That's in the future. That's when the liberals are going to start protesting, saying that AI is oppressed by white people and it deserves its own rights. You know that's coming up. I keep telling you guys. Those liberals, they're going to be out there screaming about how AI needs its own rights. What is AI PETA going to be called? Something weird, I'm sure. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. So reading through and we'll get on to this next one. Look at that. Raven made it back. He must really like us. Stoner, I had a dream. I found a little kitten named Pipman. I found him in a tree and I fed him sandwiches. That sounds fantastic, Stoner. I wouldn't have got out of bed if I had dreams like that. My dreams are terrible. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm better to not dream. What's up, Miss Jamie? Happy freedom. What's up, Disco? Sure, crazy. You crack me up. Raven, you're talking to me? Oh, I can't even see what you were saying to me, Raven. It's been knocked out of the park. Must not have been that good. Slide Dog. Voting tourism. Vote caution. Come to the U.S. to vote. You could change the world. We'll see, Slide Dog. We'll see how it goes. Pumpkin the Gov will mess it up. That's what they do. That's what they do. Kevin, our elections in Canada are next year. Will you be covering them too? We'll see. We'll see, Kevin. It depends how it all goes. I don't think we covered the last election, but I wasn't doing what I do now back then. Back then, we were just covering protesters. I wasn't covering politics. But then the protesters went away, and we still had to be live, so we started getting into politics. There's a chance that we'll cover it. Especially if you guys got fire in the streets. I don't know that you will, but we do. We usually get fire in the streets. So we'll see, Kevin. Mike T. Show sponsored by Depends commercials. I don't know if Rumble's got Depends commercials. Rumble's ads are usually pretty conservative. Sly Dog, turn the mic off when Walters babbles to protect him from himself. Yeah. Sly Dog, I think that's the whole point of it too. Well, like I said yesterday, it's a double win. They're not going to let President Trump speak. Everything he says is really long-winded. He likes to like build up and then do the drop. Like his point, he's like leading, and then drops the point of what he's saying. You need more than a minute to do that. And, he likes to be thorough with what he's saying as well as entertaining. So he's not really quick with answering. Very direct. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Whereas old man Walter stammers and says stuff he ain't supposed to say. They shorten the time and they mute each other. President Trump won't be able to get to the point of what he's saying without, them trying to poke and prod him and make him frustrated, get him overwhelmed. And then old man Walter being cut off at 60 seconds will help jump off a cheap fake news network is a joke. Yeah. Yep. It is. I'm kind of surprised Right Side Broadcasting's not covering the debate tonight. They didn't cover the town hall either, and I understand why they don't do it on YouTube, and it's because the FCC and all those people that deal with cable, they don't think live streamers should be showing cable nonsense because it takes the views away from cable network. But nobody watches cable, so now they've gotten so proactive about it, they'll come try and shut your whole shit down if you show it. But as far as I know, Rumble is promoting the debate, and they're not even showing it. So it makes me think that Rumble's actually promoting live streamers like me that are showing the debate with a little commentary on the side. And Rumble's like, hey, you can't watch the debate anywhere unless you're going to watch CNN. And if you don't want to watch that bullshit, you should come to our platform because we're going to have a bunch of people that are live streaming it. And I thought they were originally hosting it, but I just went to the Rumble homepage before I kicked off this live, and I realized that they don't have any kind of advertisement like that. They're not like, hey, come watch the official debate, blah, blah. So that promotion must be for people like me and Crowder and, people like that. So I'm confident that we're going to be okay, but we're not showing it anywhere other than Rumble and jeffmaclive.com. Enter username because Right Side Broadcasting won't pay CNN. Yeah, I could see that. Enter user. Trick Crazy, Jeff's getting throttled by CommuTube. Yeah. Always. Appeal to Heaven, you're getting freezing. You shouldn't be experiencing freezing. Oh no, you guys are getting freezing. What the fuck? I'm not seeing anything on my end. Resistance, 2 words. Let's go, Brandon. 2 words. Made in America. Wait a minute. Gotta count the toes on that one. Master Meatball, they're going to show it on Fox. That's cool. I was wondering where else they were going to show it other than just CNN. Chesh, I don't know. It might be on our end. That freezing might be over here. I might have to reset the software because it's not telling me that we're having issues. It tells me the bandwidth and all of that stuff. And usually if we're dropping frames or lagging, I get warnings. I'm not getting warnings though. I'm just getting you guys telling me it's not running right. Messy, Odyssey's good. We're not even live on Odyssey. We will be coming back to Odyssey soon. They're supposed to have an update coming out sometime in July. They just made an announcement. They're supposed to have all brand new everything. So I'm pretty excited to get back over on Odyssey. I will let you guys know when that occurs. Breeze, are you all good? No freeze? Okay, well, if we start having problems again, like when we play this next video, Trick Crazy YouTube just ended. Well, if it did, then fuck them. Well, if we start having problems again, we're still live. You got me, Trick Crazy. All right, anyways, if we start having problems, we'll refresh again. I'll just have to shut down the software. I was meant to do that last time, but I didn't. I think there's something glitched in the software, and resetting it most likely will fix it. But either way, we'll give this next video a shot, and if it doesn't work, then like I said, we'll reset it. But this very next one is a Jesse Waters video. It's titled Biden's debate prep has leaked into the media. This is about old man Walter getting himself a nice little makeover before the debate tonight. And I'm glad we're having all these problems now so we can get it fixed and not have problems for the debate. Let's turn this negative into a positive. Again, this is kind of a test run to see if we're going to have more problems. But anyways, this is a Jesse Waters video, obviously. It's titled Biden's debate prep has leaked into the media. Hit that like button over on Rumble, you hooligans.
Joe Biden's always wanted to be a candidate, but didn't have the charm, looks, or class. Alas, he's an elder statesman. Or as the New York Times says, an elderly statesman, conjuring up thoughts of frailty and a fading spirit. The Times says, sure, a little foundation will keep him from looking frail and pasty, but what Biden really needs is to change his attitude and style. How does an 81-year-old change his attitude and style at all, let alone in a week? Well, the Times says tomorrow night, Biden should channel Betty White. Quote, Betty White got old, but she never seemed elderly on TV. She never lost that twinkle in her eye or that wicked wit.
The sheriff, I told him about me, how I kill men. And he didn't believe me. He said, let's see, sleep with me. So I did. And the sheriff died.
Biden has to treat the debate like a Golden Girls audition. So the man who's debated more than any other living politician still needs to spend the week in an airport hangar / movie theater with Steven Spielberg's lights, production at Light Equipment, and 16 camp counselors, channeling someone he's not.
Biden, it's going to be more how he looks, his energy, how he sounds, whether he's punchy, whether he finishes his thoughts instead of cutting himself off. I mean, a lot of this is just performance. It's theater camp for politicians.
I assume when the elderly disappear from the public eye for a week and come back with a fresh and energized new look, they've had plastic surgery. Is Biden going to show up tomorrow night with a full head of hair and a big smile like Ryan Seacrest? He's had work before, so I'm not ruling it out. Either way, the theater kids have gotten a hold of Joe, and he only has 24 hours left to perfect the role because the kingmakers will be watching. Obama world and Clinton world have had enough and have waged a hostile takeover of the Biden campaign. Is Donna Brazile handing out questions again? We don't know. But we do know the Ragin' Cajun is dying to play camp counselor.
You know, Trump is going to start where you take a drug test, and he should say, yeah, only if you take a rabies test. When the age question comes, and it's one that President Biden wants, say, it is true that I'm 81. Also, I'd like to wish my opponent happy belated 78th birthday. People can evaluate our mental dexterity as this goes on.
You can't pump someone who isn't funny, full of zingers and quips, and expect them to perform. Look at Gutfeld. You can't turn an unfunny 81-year-old politician into a comedian in less than a week. So bad advice from Team Clinton. Team Obama's advice, the complete opposite.
What he can say is, look, this isn't about my future or his future. We're both at the ends of our careers here. This is about your future, and the question you have to ask is this person going to fight for me, or is this person going to fight for themselves? Yeah. And that is very, very clear. It's
a mess. The Clintons are telling him to be funny. The Obamas are telling him to be serious. It's like they're all in Joe's corner of the ring telling him, duck, punch, counter, move, while Biden just stands still. Obama has Camp David wired, and the 16 camp counselors are reporting back to Barack that Joltin' Joe Biden isn't impressing them at debate prep. Can't nail his lines, can't maintain his energy, and it's leaked into the media.
What you need is a self-own. And I think in this moment, Joe Biden has to go out there with a self-own on the age thing. I mean, I'm so old, I may not make it through the next 90 minutes without needing to sit down and taking a sip of water, but I'll never disgrace the office of the presidency. I'll never hand state secrets over to the enemy. I'll never call Vladimir Putin a really smart guy. I'll never frame a love letter from Kim Jong-un. I mean, he has to come in there and punch him in the face with his own boast. If Biden doesn't go in there and punch him in the face with his own things he's proud of, then the thing is lost before it starts.
If Nicole Wallace is hearing Biden's having trouble standing at Camp David for 90 minutes, Betty White might not cut it. And the odds makers.
If Biden punched President Trump in the face, the revolution would start before he put his hand back down to his side.
Trump's odds of winning are now 2-1. Trump pulling away way ahead in a new Quinnipiac poll, too. Up 4 points nationally on Joe. The voters even think Trump would do a better job at handling threats to democracy. The so-called dictator is up double digits on saving democracy. The issue that's the centerpiece of the Biden campaign. How'd that happen?
Part of it, the left has to own. They are aggressively anti-common sense. The Democrats keep running on this one idea saying to the American people, you can't possibly think you can do worse than Donald Trump. And they keep saying, yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. If you can't talk to those people, you're just abandoning the country to half the people who are even worse, who are going to vote for Trump this next time, and they are, and he very likely will win. And then what are we going to do?
We don't know what to expect, but they've been handing this man too many scripts. First, they tell him to be George Washington. Then they tell him to be FDR. Then they tell him to be half his age. Then they tell him to be a barroom brawler. Now Betty White. From George Washington to Betty White. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News.
It is going to be something else tonight. I can tell you that confidently. Let me see. Next up, we have more debate talk. Like I said, between that video and this video, we're going to have a pretty good idea of how this debate is going to go. This next one is titled, "This is a CNN scripted forum, not a debate." They're going to give us an example of how these podiums are going to work and what it's like to be the muted guy versus the unmuted guy and things like that. It's a bunch of nonsense, and you guys already know that. Now, before we get into that, we're going to read through the chat and see how you hooligans feel about that Jesse Waters video. But before we get into that, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and you're using the Rumble app, you are unable to see the big red subscribe button. So go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during a Trump live or debate. So definitely join the membership program over on Rumble. We're going to read through the chat really quick, and we're going to get on to how CNN has this all scripted and dialed in for the debate tonight. And before we do that, I want to give a huge shout out to Trump Girl. Thank you so much, Trump Girl, for joining the membership program over on Rumble, and welcome to the family. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you. Thank you, Trump Girl. You're awesome. All right, we're reading through. We'll get on to this next one. Livid review, Biden punching Trump. That thought made my day. Livid review, I'm trying not to think about it. It gets me all riled up. Like, you could be punching my president in the face. Look, I'm an asshole about things. Let's not get this started. Come on, man. Just saying, he better not take that advice. That'd be the wrong move. That would be the wrong move. Russell, we'll do much better when Trump wins. I totally agree. Let me see. I seen something. Alyssa, I see you. I can see you. I don't know if you're just lurking or whatnot, but if you would like to change your name in the way it appears in the chat on the website, at the top left, you'll see the silhouette of like the user silhouette. Click that, click change nickname, and you'll be able to make your nickname however you want it to appear in the chat. I know sometimes it pulls out your real name and not everybody's comfortable with that, but that's just how the registration is. But if you would like to change that to your nickname or username or whatever, that is how you get it done. All of us had to do it, so don't feel any kind of way about it. It's just something all of us had to do, and I just want you to know that. What's up, Captain Seamus? Happy freedom. Appreciate you joining us. Breeze by you, can Biden even throw a punch? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't even think he throws the logs in his pants. I don't think he does much throwing. He throws so bad, if he threw up, he'd just choke on it. Matt, if Joey would break his hand if he punched President Trump, yeah. What would Secret Service do? Will we see Secret Service come from both sides of the stage and just start rumbling, start getting into it, have a little scuffle right there? It'd be something. Zero, I saw him earlier and he ain't got no energy. Yeah, old man Walter looks exhausted right when he wakes up. Live review, looking ready for the floor. Yeah, because he's about to get wiped. It's going to be a wiping like he's never had tonight. Somebody said yesterday, don't wipe the floor with Biden because there'd be shit everywhere. I don't know why, but that stuck with me. That stuck with me. Those are words to live by. Stoner, Biden punches Trump and Trump's Secret Service shoots Biden's Secret Service. Exactly. Like, how would that even go? It'd be a massacre. Sure crazy is the debate sponsored by Depends? Oh, probably that and a few jabby jabs. Mr. B knew Joe would break his hand even if he missed. Oh, he would miss. You know, that's the way he stumbles, goes to throw the punch, it just falls on the way. No. We would screenshot that and put that on a t-shirt tonight. Sure crazy. I bet Trump Grill is hot. Of course. All hooligans are hot. There's no way around it. No worries, appeal to heaven. We'll be here and we'll be ready. Plus, it'll probably be a little bit late. Like, it might kick off at 9, but they got all that commercialism. It's on cable TV. They're going to want to sell you some ads and some bullshit before they actually get to the point where they're speaking. So I imagine we'll probably be 15, 20 minutes late before anybody really starts talking. So you'll be good. Appeal to heaven. Let's see. Tick. Don't forget Dark Brandon. No, ain't nobody worried about Dark Brandon. I know we're going to get Biden 4.0 for the debate or something like that, which makes sense that they're in the media right now saying that he's getting a makeover. So when he looks a little different on stage, we're not going to question who the fuck that is. We're going to just assume Biden had a little work done. He had a little work done. But we'll know. We'll know exactly what to look for. It's going to be a fun one tonight. What's up, 5D? Happy freedom. 5D, he's about to body double. He just had Botox. Right there with you, 5D. Right there with you. We're on the same page here. Pumpkin, Betty White was 1 in a million. I agree. Sly Dog, Trump should challenge Walter to a foot race to the woodshed. Oh my God, I would love that. Like I said yesterday, we already know that they're going to try and poke and prod President Trump. They're going to get him riled up. They're not going to give him enough time to speak. And all they're going to do is provide him with enough rope to do himself up. Now, President Trump has a lot of self-control. I don't worry about him getting flustered or saying anything he didn't intend to say or anything like that. He knows what's going on. This ain't the first day of them coming after him. So I'm fairly confident in that. I really think that Trump's strategy to win this is to just troll the fuck out of them. Just troll the fuck out of them. Act like he doesn't care about anything. Say funny stuff. Talk that shit. And I think that's how he's going to win the debate. Because he doesn't have anything to say to us that we don't already know. We cover President Trump like 3 times a week. We already know what his promises are. We know what America will look like with him as our leader. And then with old man Walter, they're scared of him talking. He gets off script and he just starts saying shit that they don't want him to say or saying stuff that doesn't make sense. So I think if Trump trolls them, it'll piss off the panel. It'll piss off Joe Biden. And they will get flustered. They'll continue to try and keep things professional. Trump will sit there and laugh at them. They'll get riled up. Old man Walter will go off script and they'll have to cut it short. I'm thinking that's how it's going to go. But either way, we will be here for it tonight. And if you want to watch with us, make sure you're a part of Rumble or jeffmaclive.com. I just pictured Trump and old man Walter like scurrying off to the shed, running in the backyard, getting it. What's up, Murdercom? Happy freedom. 50 ISIS members couldn't even do half the damage one high school shooter does. In what world? You mean when the CIA goes to school? That's got to be what you're talking about. Leah, is Jeff Mac Live free? No. Nope. Rumble is, though. Rumble's free. Chaplin, Biden will be jacked up on Red Bull to a man who is full of bull. Yeah, Chaplin. He is. He's going to be all jacked up. You know he's going to come out just like the State of the Union address. And he come out, he's like, it's gonna be just like that, you know. But then 20 minutes into it, he'll be all tuckered out, you know. Poor guy, you go lay down somewhere. Let's read through. We got this CNN debate preparation video coming up next, and I believe that's the end of our news for the day. Just want to make sure I get everybody read here. Ava, that's not how it works. All right, hooligans. Let me see here. Yes, so the CNN one, this next one, is our last of the news. Then we have kind of our feel-good thing. It's not a video, but it's something that Livid Review brought up that I think is very charming. And so we will be viewing that as in place of our good video of the day. Then we have our funny video of the day coming up after that is titled Cure the Disease Now. So we're going to get into this next video. This is the CNN scripted forum, not a debate.
You know, we hear that,
and it's an interesting video. Just to get us all dialed in for what to expect tonight. Once again, this is titled, This is a CNN scripted forum, not a debate.
You know, we hear this a lot, but I think this election, this particular election in November is really do or die for America. And I don't say that lightly. I have been hearing from first and second generation Americans who left fascism, who left totalitarianism, who left a system where the media completely is working for the ruling party.
Yeah.
And they see that happening in Washington. They're very fearful. We've got to change this. We've got to get rid of the wokeness. We got somebody on the Supreme Court that literally doesn't know the difference between a man and a woman. And that's scary. We've really delved into chaos. We have an education system that for 20 years has taught our kids to hate America. We got to fix these problems.
So we know that CNN has its own rules for this debate. One of those rules, no interruptions. Interruptions will not be allowed. We understand what that means, but just in case we didn't, here's a little how-to video.
If we go behind the podiums, you can see two green lights. When they're on, they signal to the candidate his microphone is on. When the green lights are off, they signal to the candidate his microphone is off. Now I want to give you a sense of what it will look like for viewers at home if a candidate whose microphone is off interrupts a candidate whose microphone is on. So I'm standing at one podium, and I'll ask Phil to come in and take the other podium. And so let's say I'm answering a question. My light is green, and I'm speaking. Phil's microphone is off, and his green lights are not illuminated. He's going to interrupt me as I'm speaking, and this is what it will sound like. My volume remains constant, while Phil's interruption can be difficult to understand.
Now, let's try the opposite. My microphone is now on. Victor's microphone is off, and he's going to interrupt me. My volume remains constant, while Victor's interruption can be difficult to understand.
Rick, I thought, for a second, I was watching a James Bond movie. The technology that CNN is using.
Green
when the light
is go.
Is off, your microphone is off. This stuff, thank goodness that they explained all that, Rick.
I mean,
what I think is, by the way, that's a metaphor for CNN because that's how foolish CNN thinks their audience is, that they need to do an explainer.
Listen, I've never seen something so condescending from the media. It's pathetic. I mean, these guys at CNN literally are in total control of what's going on. You know, the most important person tonight is going to be the engineer who decides when microphones go on and off. I'd like to know who he or she is, how they voted. Let's see the most powerful person who's going to silence people. This is not a debate. This is a CNN scripted forum. And I don't understand why this is happening. It's outrageous. A debate is about people being able to go back and forth without a time limit to talk about issues in real time and to interrupt each other and say, you know what, that's not true.
Right.
Now, we can see when someone is belligerent and, you know, Joe Biden is all set tonight to throw out one-liners constantly. But President Trump has the facts on his side. It's going to take a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of manipulation for the Biden team to tell us that gas prices are low.
Yeah, this is, and speaking of gas, the gaslighting of the American people continues. Now it's CNN. So if you mute microphones, to your point, that is no longer a debate. A debate allows somebody to jump in. If the term moderator, Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, they're not moderates. Okay, that's where you get the word moderator. Okay, they are not. They are They are hired guns, and it's going to be 3-on-1. There's a question in there in just about 30 seconds, Rick. So and I'm reading from these are the official rules here. So a candidate gets to respond to an initial question for 2 minutes. Then there's a 1-minute rebuttal, and then there is a 1-minute rebuttal to the rebuttal. Then it is up to the anchors, Tapper and Bash, to either keep the conversation on that topic, or at their discretion, they can change the topic. So if the topic is the border, this is where the bias is going to come out, right? Tapper will change the topic.
I actually don't even think it matters of what the topic is. Jake Tapper is a Democratic staffer, former Democratic staffer. He worked on the Hill for the Democrats. And Dana Bash's ex-husband is somebody who signed the letter. He was one of the 51 individuals who said, don't look at Hunter Biden's laptop because it's Russian disinformation 3 weeks before the last election. And I think that the selection of both of these two signal bias from beginning to end, along with the engineer who's going to be controlling the microphones.
Well, like I said, now you know. Now you know what to expect tonight from the debate. It is going to be interesting. We will be hosting it exclusively on Rumble and jeffmaclive.com. The entire thing, I just found out that they will be beginning at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, but the debate doesn't actually start until 9. So you may see lives kick off, you may see people getting ready for it, and we're not live yet or whatever. We're intending on covering the debate. So when CNN goes live and they're talking that stupid shit and whatever, how, they want to swing from Trump's wiener and whatever, we're not covering that. Once the debate starts, that's where we're going to jump in and we're going to get involved and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to make a drinking game. I will figure out what the rules are. I will post them. Make sure you're a part of Discord or jeffmaclive.com. That way you can stay in the know about everything. We're going to read through the chat really quick. And then we have what would be our good video for the day. It's not a video. It's kind of an Easter egg thing that Livid Review brought up that I think is nice and humorous. So we're going to cover that here in a second. Then we have our funny video of the day that is titled Cure the Disease Now. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about tonight's debate. Astral Hammer, they're going to start at 8 to educate us about how the debate should run smoothly. Yeah, Astral Hammer. That's what they're going to do. They give you a little pre-programming. Raja, pre-game. I don't know how to say that word, but yeah. Pre-game politics at 8. Yeah, that's what's going on, Raja. Hair juicer, no. Chances are that won't happen. It wasn't from starting. I don't know how to explain it. Glitches happen. That's all that happened, but we'll get it figured out. Even if we do have hiccups through the debate or whatever, we'll get it figured out. We will work it out. Live review. Mr. Biden, what is your favorite color? And then 0. Mr. Trump, how will you create world peace? Yeah, that's exactly how this is going to go. President Trump, explain rocket science. Do a little calculus for us real quick. You ain't going to be able to do it. They're going to be like, see, you want this guy? Come on, man. That's what they're going to do. Just make sure you got something to drink. And it don't have to be alcohol, but we're going to do some stuff to make it fun. Because there's going to be a lot of fuckery going on. Russell, CNN thinks people are idiots. Yeah, and they want to keep them that way. That's why they lie to them instead of just telling them what's actually going on. Man, that's a big-ass joke. It is. It is. Live review, this is how lights work. Yeah. Like they're talking to toddlers. Come here, you poor, stupid little thing. Let me show you how to watch the TV so you know what the things are going on. Like, okay. It's talking to me like I'm a little retarded, It does good. It does wonders. Breeze by you, this is so lame. CNN is so lame. I agree. It'll be nice to laugh at later, though. And you're going to see President Trump rolling his eyes, and we're going to be rolling our eyes right with him. Raja probably give us views that we need to take note on and to take serious. Yeah, Raja. Pay attention to this, but don't pay attention to that, because that's malarkey. Yeah. I already know that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to spend an hour doing that before anybody else gets there. Gambler, what are the odds there is an aide to help Biden make his way off stage? 100%? I don't know. We might have to take bets. I wish we had the hooligan chips ready, because we could disperse hooligan chips based off our bets. Breeze by you, so much fuckery will be happening. You're absolutely right. Zero Breeze and Jeff jinxed. Yep. Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke. Not Biden's Coke, though. Don't bring that bullshit over here. Just saying. Let's see. Read through. I seen a comment that I was trying to answer. A Springer, happy freedom to you. What is the best way to support your channel? Probably joining the membership program over on Rumble is the best way to support on Rumble. I appreciate you being with us, A Springer. Sure, crazy dropping the boobies in the chat. Mm-hmm. Yes. Trump girl, Joe will sound like a robot after a week of prepping with actors. Yeah. Yep. I wonder if it's even going to be him. There's a chance that, it might be Jim Carrey or something like that. They're going to pull some guy out doing all the singing and dancing. Trump's going to be like, who the fuck is that guy? We're going to be right there with him. Karen, CNN tries to be responsible. Yeah, they say that, but watch old man Walter interrupt President Trump, and then we'll be able to hear him. So only Biden will be able to interrupt, and Trump won't be able to, and they'll call it a glitch. Oh no, we're having a technical issue. It must be the AI. The AI in here has been messing stuff up. That's what they'll say. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you so much, A Springer, for joining the membership program over on Rumble, and welcome to the family. You're officially a hooligan, and I appreciate you, A Springer. Thank you. You're so awesome. Reading through. Miss Jamie, I do kind of think it'll be a double. I just don't know how else they can get around it, because the old man Walter we got to look at every week. He can't do this. He's not capable. He doesn't have the ability to speak for that long. He doesn't have the ability to stand for that long. The ability to go longer than 15 minutes without being wiped or help off a stage. He can't. He's not capable. So it's like I feel that all this preparation talk is just to kind of act as a buffer. So when they send somebody else out on stage acting like him, we're supposed to just accept it, as he looks a little different from all the preparation. That's what I really think is going to happen. Kevin, Breaking CNN will implement a 2-minute delay for tonight's presidential debate, much longer than the standard 7-second delay, allowing time to potentially edit parts of the broadcast. Yeah, Kevin, that totally makes sense. Like I said, they're going to have to do something to make it so they can give old man Walter his injections and all of his bullshit to keep him running, to keep the charades going. 90 minutes flat, dry? No, that's not going to happen. No. They got to do something. So thank you for letting me know, Kevin. True crazy Jeff sees all. There's a little delay, but yep. Enter user, will Trump bring up Biden has refinanced his home 35 times? It's hard to say, enter user. I don't know what they're going to let President Trump say, because they kind of act like they're only there to answer questions. So maybe if Trump steers the direction, the conversation in a new direction to highlight some of Biden's downfalls, which I absolutely expect, I wonder if they're going to mute Trump's mic or try to manipulate what he's saying, like saying, what if they interrupt President Trump and say, you're getting off topic or something like that, and count that towards his 60 seconds, when they correct him and things like that. So I'm really interested to see how all of this is going to go. I have no expectations of being fair. Democrats are not fair. Liberals are not fair. That's why they are the way they are. They're just spoiled children. That's all they are. So I have no expectations of them being fair, but we'll see how it goes. Lifelike, that's what I think too. Joe 15, yeah, very well could be. Murdercom. In Canada, we have Islamic schools teaching 6 and 7-year-olds how to perform beheadings only on stuffed animals, but still fucked. Yeah, Murdercom, that is, you're right. That is fucked. They should not be teaching that to kids at all. And at the same time, you know, we all got kids that can't read, write, and do math, but they can pledge allegiance to rainbow flags and, participate in beheading teachings and things like that. I just want schools to teach reading and writing and math and nothing else. And Texas just put the 10 Commandments on the wall, and you guys all got mad at me because I said that that's overreach. They shouldn't do that because of the fact that it opens the door for every religion. Now they got to put every religion on the wall. That's not what anybody wants. Now we got too much focus on religion. There's supposed to be a separation between religion and state. We don't need the 10 Commandments on the wall. We shouldn't have any religion on the wall. We shouldn't have any sexual preferences on the wall or any of that. Reading, writing, do math. You want to add more shit to school? Teach those little fuckers what their constitutional rights are. Teach them how to do taxes. Teach them how to be self-employed. If you don't want to teach them that, then stick to the basics. That reading, writing, and math is enough. Everything else is confusing. It's confusing the children. Indoctrinating them. That's what's happening. So I wish that we could make schools great again because they're just shitting on our kids left and right, and it's fucked, McBeefy, will you be streaming the debate tonight? You probably have gotten your answer since you posted that. What's up, C1? Happy freedom. Teach cursive again? They should. I don't know what we use it for, though. I haven't had to write anything in cursive ever in my life. I sign my name, but that's it. And half the time I don't even sign my own name. I'll write somebody else's name. It just depends on what the situation is. But it'd be better than, gender confusion and stuff like that. Mr. Beansy Beans. Trump will do fine regardless of the bullshit that Dana and Jerk are planning to do with the shitstorm debate. I agree, Mr. Beansy Beans. I think President Trump is going to do fine. I just know that there's going to be a lot of antics going on, a lot of schoolyard nonsense. What's up, Chesh? Happy freedom. What is going on here? What are we looking at? Something's going on Twitch. It's only on Twitch. This stuff only happens on Twitch. It doesn't happen on all the other platforms. Well, either way, you guys need to start getting along. I know Leah's new, but she's cool. I was on her live stream yesterday, so don't be too rough with her. I know she's a hooligan. Rockin' America, the letter X is an acceptable signature. Well, they say to try and make your signature unique enough to where somebody doesn't copy it. But I haven't seen any instances where that really mattered. Anytime I've had to dispute charges or anything, they never asked me what my signature looked like or any of that. So I don't know if the signature is really for us to even use. I think it's more for bankers to see if checks are being counterfeited and stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel weird about signatures because I feel like they're purposeless, but then I still like to try and be secure. So I put my own little spin on it, but I might write Deadpool or something like that, depending on where I am. If I'm signing something that's not serious, I'm purchasing, a candy bar or some shit, something I'm not going to return, obviously, I'm just signing whatever. President Trump, just whatever's whatever. If it's something serious, then, my shit will match my ID, but otherwise. Leah, I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's sometimes it's hard to tell trolls from not trolls because trolls don't claim to be trolls. So when you work, you know, when you're the defense long enough, misunderstandings happen. Patriotic troll, the Biden campaign hired Jeff Dunham. Well, somebody's got to work old man Walter's mouth, you know? What's up, Too Real? Happy Freedom. What if Trump pulls a CNL bit with the laser pointer and Biden? I will lose it. We'll see, Too Real. It's going to be a good one. I know that. What's up, Mana? Happy Freedom. Matt C. I mean, Biden is an old toddler, basically. I mean, yeah. Stumbling around, never doing what he's supposed to be doing, and shit in his pants. You're pretty much on the money there. All right, hooligans. Let's see. Snooks. Okay. No worries. Hair juicer, the Constitution is written in cursive. Yes, thank you. Thank you for connecting those 2 points. I was like, yeah, yes, should be disciplined enough to write cursive, but why do I need it? You're right. Constitution. You're absolutely right, Hair juicer. They should teach cursive in school. All right, hooligans, we're going to get on to what would be our good video of the day. Now, before we do that, I want to remind you guys, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the Linktree link. It should be in the description, or maybe Snooks will post it in the chat. But using the Linktree link, you are able to make donations through PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, and you can even send crypto. We're going to get into this next one. It's not a video, but it's something funny. And I'm gonna walk you through it. You can do this yourself. Show you got husbands and stuff. Show them, they'll love this. So you go to O'ReillyParts.com. You can see this is just the actual website. There's no goofiness here. It's the real deal. Just refresh the page there. Live Review showed me this. Well, he showed all of us this on the website. If you go here to the search bar and you type in part number, I think it's 121G. You hit enter. It takes you to the flux capacitor. It says the item is unavailable for purchase. They must be out of stock right now on their flux capacitors. But then we got all the product details here. It comes at 121 gigawatts. It's made out of plutonium. It works at the speed of 88 miles an hour. Which, you know, I can't think of what's called. I want to say the Mandalorian. It's not the Mandalorian. Either way, max power is 121 gigawatts. Its modifications are for time travel. Of course, you're only able to purchase one at a time. It also says in the detailed description, time travel at your own risk. Plutonium is required to properly operate the flux capacitor. Then it goes on to explain that plutonium is used by the onboard nuclear reactor, which then powers the flux capacitor to provide the needed 1.21 gigawatts of electrical power. Then it goes on to state plutonium not available at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Please contact your local plutonium supplier. Then it says flux capacitor requires the stainless steel body of a 1981 through 1983 DeLorean DMC, of course, 12 to properly function. Then it goes on to say once the time machine travels at 88 miles per hour or 142 kilometers an hour for you Canadians out there, light coming from the flux capacitor pulses until it becomes a steady stream of light, at which point time travel begins. And then it goes on to say non-functional item displayed for entertainment purposes only. This is a really funny Easter egg, obviously, about Back to the Future and all of that. And big shout out to you, Livid Review. Thank you for providing this to the chat earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday, and making this our good video of the day. You're awesome. So like I said, definitely go show your husbands or boyfriends or sons or whoever you know that works on cars and stuff like that, or likes Back to the Future, and definitely go show them the Easter egg over on the O'Reilly's website. We're going to read through the chat really quick and see what you hooligans thought about that little Easter egg there. And then we will be moving on to our funny video of the day that is titled Cure the Disease Now. First, we're reading through the chat though. Zero DeLorean, one of the bucket list cars. Yeah, I kept wanting to say the Mandalorian. That's the DeLorean Plus. Gambler, dang, I figured AutoZone would stock plutonium. I mean, you would think so. Yep. I wrote it down. I don't know if I read it to you guys, but what I wrote as the title for that is, instead of having her go look for blinker fluid, send her into O'Reilly's looking for part number 121G. So either way, you can either show that to your husband or you can send your daughter into O'Reilly's and see what she looks like when she comes back. What's up, Calax? Happy freedom. Yeah, Snooks, I know. Gambler, Klaus will be in the spin room with the other VP candidates tonight, right? Of course, Gambler. Of course, we're sending Hooligan Klaus in there. Make sure those people stay on their P's and Q's. Astral Hammer, cursive used to be the way to go because you could write things faster that way. Now it's all about keyboards to write things faster. No need for cursive, I guess. Lame. Yeah, Astral Hammer, and I'm pretty sure that they did do that on purpose because of the Constitution. You know, our Bill of Rights and all of that being in cursive, which I didn't think about till Hair Juicer brought it up. Makes sense that they would do away with cursive. Zero, it's a secret code now. Yeah. Yeah, really. 10 Man, I can read and write cursive. I know a lot of youngsters that can't. I can't remember all the letters because, like I said, I've never had to write anything in cursive. I mean, I did in 3rd grade when I learned how to do it. But since then, all I've done is sign my name. I can read most of it. It's just knowing exactly which way to, do the things. Like, I know Z looks weird, and there's a couple other like that. But for the most part, I can read and write cursive, but I know the young ones can't. They can't even read analog clocks. They don't even know what time it is if the clock has hands. So I'm not surprised they can't read and write cursive, But it's wrong. It's not funny. It's wrong. And we need to get back to it. Get back to using our brains. Lived review, get out of the city. Small towns teaches more. Yeah, that's why you hear the schools doing the Pledge of Allegiance here. Where I live is so small, it's called a village. And everywhere here it's American flags, Trump flags, people that love God. Good people, People who are not turning the wieners inside out and worrying about killing babies and shit. Just saying. Mr. Beans, I can write fuck you in cursive. I mean, that's, what else do you need? What else do you need at that point? True Crazy, well shit, I curse all the time. Are you cursive, True Crazy? Just a little bit? David, as a car guy, I want real upgrades. Yeah, I mean, that's a little better. Mike T, Dancing with the Stars is next. We'll see. What's up, Birdhouse? Happy freedom. Kevin, I'd go back in time, kick my own ass. I don't know what I would do if I went back in time. I don't never think about that. I don't think about the past at all. I just think about the future. Can't do anything about the past but dwell on it, Ask yourself what if. Put yourself in a bad mood. I don't need that. I never think about the past. I take 1 million photos with my phone every single day. Never go back and look at them at all. I just don't. The past makes me sad. It's acknowledging that I'm dying. And so I just gather things and collect things. And one day I'll be an old man, and then I'll be ready to look at the past and see the life I've lived. But until then, I don't look in the past. I don't even think of what would happen if I went back in time. I'd do the same things, I guess. Proud American, can't put that thing in a Fiero. I mean, you might be able to. It'd be badass in a Fiero. I ain't seen one of those in a while. Stoner, I'm a troll. Yeah, but we like you. No worries. What's up, Tree Herder? Happy freedom. What's up, Giggling Spy? Appreciate you joining us. Pumpkin, Jeff is very handsome and sweet. Well, thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you. Just reading through. True Crazy, do you have a second to talk about your extended insurance policy? Haven't asked you in over a year. Had to do it. I appreciate you, True Crazy. I'm trying to save up for the flux capacitor. Birdhouse. So if cursive is difficult for kids today, I guess calligraphy is totally out of the question. Yeah, they can't do that. They have a hard time working. They have a hard time working 40 hours a week, A Springer, I taught my daughter cursive at home. Couldn't believe that they don't or tell time. Taught her analog clocks too. That's badass, A Springer. Yeah, because they don't teach the kids that anymore. They don't know anything. I got buddies that work in restaurants, and as you know, got a lot of teenagers working in restaurants. And, you know, they talk about the frustrations of working with teenagers. Like, hey, what time is it? They're like, oh, I don't know. I can't read that clock. And you're okay with that? You're okay with having a clock in the room that you can't read? That you want to learn? You know, show you how to do that? They're like, no, I got an iPhone. Okay. Let the iPhone do the thinking, because apparently you're not going to. It is what it is. Hey, I appreciate you, Rappy. Be safe out there. Appeal to heaven. If I could go back having all sports scores to bet and buy Bitcoin, well, yeah. I mean, obviously reasons to get wealthy and whatnot. Some people would go back and stop the election from being stolen. So, you know, it's like saying, what would you do if you hit the lottery? Everybody's going to have a long story for that. So I don't think about the past. Leah, yeah, but at the same time I can rectify what I can do today compared to what I did yesterday. Yeah, Leah, absolutely. You can, trying to think how to word this. I don't want to say learn from your lessons. That's how I talk to myself. Every day is a lesson, and if I learn from it, tomorrow will be better. But more or less, that's what you're saying, Leah, and I agree. I agree, but I don't look too far back because I'm a different person now. And if I look back to things I've done wrong or decisions I made that didn't turn out right, of course I want to go back and undo it, but I can't. And I can't be hard on myself today for what I did years ago. You know, things like that. And that's what happens when you walk that walk. And so I don't look back. I just look forward. But I'm not telling you guys what to do, so don't think I'm doing that. Patriotic troll. They don't even teach quantum physics in high school anymore. I know. They can't even do regular math. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans. I think it's that time again. Yes, we're going to get into our funny video of the day now. Get this pulled up. And it's all right. These are always really short, but they're good. Or at least I try. All right, our funny video of the day. This is titled, Cure the Disease Now.
Oh, bro, you in school right now?
No, I already graduated.
What the fuck are you going to do with that?
Hopefully find a cure.
If you didn't see it, his shirt says LGBT studies. He said, what you could do with that? He said, hopefully find the cure. It took me a second for it to hit me, but once it did, funny video of the day. Well, hooligans, with that being said, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. So I'm going to drop this Linktree link to you guys where all of my links are listed. So if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have a news board to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy and you want to watch the debate from the website, go join jeffmaclive.com. It's the best way to experience the live. You can watch the live with our built-in chat. Our chat has more ability than any other platform. Klaus Daniels just kicked me and threw me off. Anyways, over on the website, watching the live in the chat, you can customize your chat bubbles. You can post memes, you can post GIFs, you can tag each other, you can use custom emojis and all of that. Then we have Hooligans Alley, which is much like if Facebook and Twitter had a baby and then cut off all the communism. Then we have forums, which is much like Reddit. Then we have our reminder system, which is your own personal planner, so you can stay up to date with things going on in your life. And then we have our advanced messaging system where we all gather at 6 p.m. Eastern time on Fridays to have a fun voice chat, just joke around and laugh for 2 hours. But our advanced messaging system has built-in group chats, and it also gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, and group video calling. And there is much more coming to the website because I'm constantly working on it. So definitely go join jeffmaclive.com. We're going to read through the chat one more time to see how you hooligans felt about today's entire live. We have the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and we will be wrapping this up. But we'll be live again 9 p.m. Eastern time for the presidential debate tonight. We are only going to be live on Rumble and on jeffmaclive.com. We are unable to show it on any other platform, and it just is what it is. So make your way to Rumble, make yourself an account, or go to jeffmaclive.com and get yourself a membership. That way you can watch the presidential debate tonight with all of us hooligans. We're going to try and get a drinking game together. I will have some hooligans start brainstorming all of that, get some rules together. Again, you don't have to drink alcohol. We have lots of sober hooligans. We're not trying to influence you to drink alcohol. We just want to have fun. So you can drink water, Kool-Aid, Gatorade, power, juice, whatever you got. Whatever you want. We're just trying to make it fun, and we'll have rules for that later. I may just post it on all the social media as well as in Discord and on jeffmaclive.com, so definitely look forward to that. We're going to read through the chat really quick. We got the Pledge of Allegiance, and we'll be wrapping this up. Let's turn the beats on. Hey, I appreciate you, Zero. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, Astral Hammer. Thank you, Breeze by You. Gambler, Klaus practicing those karate kicks. He's... You want to say hi, buddy? Come on, you want to say hi? You're the big stinky. Come on. Let's say hi. Oh, God, you're so heavy. You're so heavy. Oh, just pick up the dragon cat, flap him over my shoulder. Look at that. God. Come on, big buddy. Jesus loves us. Oh. Yes, it's the big Klaus Daniels. He's ready. He's ready for action tonight. Yep, he already says Trump 2024. You got to go out there and make sure you vote. If we see illegals at the voting office, he'll be voting for President Trump. That's just the way it is. He's more American than they are. He's waving hi to you guys right now, giving you the slow blinks. Look at that. Yes. Look at a little smile on his face. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Big old dragon cat here. Yep, one of a kind. You didn't know you were coming to the cat show. Sun's out, guns out. All right, reading through. Zero with the karate cat. It's Klaus Daniels. He's the tactical cat. Ready to go. 10 Man, kids need their asses busted. It'll get their minds right. You're right, 10 Man. You're right. And we all know not everybody agrees with that, but I agree with you, 10 Man. I know I needed my ass whooped when I was just a young lad. What is this? It's very fancy, Astral Hammer. They can't see it. It's too small. Either way, it's badass. It's very clean. Very clean. Breeze by You, not good for what ifs. Gotta keep moving forward. Absolutely. Captain Seamus, Horizon 5 just released the movie car pack. It has the DeLorean for each movie and the North Star Fiero. That's awesome, Captain Seamus. I have Horizon 5. I have the DeLorean, but it was not a featured car, not considered a movie car. I might have to kick that on real quick. Snooks, we got to figure out the drinking game rules, all of that. We'll get it figured out. You guys should brainstorm it in general chat on Discord as well as on the website, and collectively we'll come up with a plan in the next hour or so. Thanks, Astral Hammer. You're badass. I'm gonna download that. Wham. Get practicing on my cursive. Hey, I appreciate you, Russell. Thank you for being here. Astral Hammer, it's Klaus Mack. He is. Hey, thank you for being here. Appeal to Heaven. Appreciate you, Pumpkin. MU, the Klaus King. Mm-hmm. Proud American medical emergency tonight? We'll see. What's up, Slink? Happy Freedom. Look at that Klaus booty. Hey, I appreciate you, David. Thank you for joining us. True Crazy, we don't have water here. It's for sissies. Ain't that right, True Crazy? You crack me up. Yep, I'll be drinking both. I'm going to be drinking Twisted Teas and water because sometimes I get carried away. It's hard to run the live when I'm a little sloshed. What's up, Tam Tam? Happy freedom to you. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Blue Ruby, oh my God, that's the biggest house cat I have ever seen. What a beautiful boy. Yes, I don't know what he's mixed with. He's mixed with something. I think he's mixed with Bengal cat, and that's what makes him long and his snout short and his tail really long. But then obviously he's like a tabby cat, tiger stripe cat mix. He's mixed with something, but he's a giant. He is a giant. Got cat hair on me now. It's up my nose and stuff. Doing that Hunter Biden treatment. Mr. Beansy Beansy was huge. Absolutely. Mr. Beansy Beans, seen on TikTok the other day, this cat is the size of a Cadillac. I've seen some big cats over on TikTok. There's a lot of TikTok cat channels over there. I'm telling you, that's going to end up surpassing YouTube. That was the only thing YouTube had going for it was cat videos, and now TikTok's taking over. All right, I think we are good. It's that time once again, hooligans. Now that I got cat hair up my nose, and it's going to be nice and challenging. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we are good to go. We're going to read through the chat one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But we will be live again 9 p.m. Eastern Time tonight for the presidential debate. We are only going to be live on Rumble and jeffmaclive.com. So you got to go ahead and get your Rumble accounts all ready to go. Or go get you a membership for jeffmaclive.com because that's the only place we're going to be showing the debate tonight. So like I said, I will see you guys 9 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Definitely go join Discord. That way you can stay up to date or get you a membership for jeffmaclive.com. That way you're right in the middle of everything. But either way, I will see you guys later tonight. We're going to read through the chat really quick and we'll be wrapping this up. Gamblers, anyone watching the debate in the nude? You'd be better off asking if people are going to have clothes on. Sure, crazy. Shit, we weren't supposed to drink yet? It's okay. I was just practicing. That's right, sure crazy. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with practicing. Practice makes good effort. Because nobody's perfect, you know? Practice doesn't make perfect. It's a good effort. Yeah, I appreciate you, Pumpkin, and God bless you. Taryn, when you're drunk under a flagpole, America, fuck yeah. That's the first thing that came to mind. David, what if it turns out that it's, wait a minute, that it's not that Klaus is not really large, but if Jeff is really small? That would be something, wouldn't it? The camera zoomed in. I'm actually just a little guy. Klaus is normal size. He's actually underweight. Could be. Could be, David. You'll never know. Well, you'll know when we go out for a flag walk, I suppose. Then you'll be able to tell. I think the last time I went for a flag walk, which is over a year ago, a lot of people were surprised that I'm not a little dude. I'm 5'11" and 225 pounds. And seeing me with a flagpole walking around other human beings puts me into perspective. And usually people are pretty surprised. Slink, been down one time, been down 2 times. I'm never going back again. Fleetwood Mac. I'm same as you, Jeff. Take a lot of pictures, but I don't look back. Yeah, Slink. It just makes me sad to look back. But I gather everything so one day when I'm old, I'll have that to look back on. And I'll be able to look at all the great things we did. Hey, I appreciate you, Mad Marv. Thank you, Roy. I got cat hair all over my face. It probably looks stupid. Stupider than normal. Blue Ruby, might as well make tonight fun. That's what we're going to do, Blue Ruby. Because otherwise we're just going to be mad and screaming at the TV. And we might do that anyways. But we're going to make it fun. Thank you, Chesh. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you, U-Town. All right. Let me see. Make sure we are good. I think we're good to go. Zero, you're as big as my husband. I'm like an average sized white dude from Michigan. I just don't look that way on the screen because there's no comparison for relativity. But either way, we are looking good to go. Appreciate you, Alyssa. Thank you for popping in. Let me see. Did I just figure out I'm horrible with tech? Yes, I did. No worries, Alyssa. We all had to go through it, and everything you see is custom. So you're going to have, some hangups, but we'll help you through it, and I appreciate you being on the website, Goblin Queen. All right, hooligans, I will see you guys tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for the presidential debate, exclusively on Rumble, as well as jeffmaclive.com. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.